Hey friends, welcome into my channel. My name's Jackie Alves, and today we're going to be talking about concealer and powder underneath the eyes. I'm going to give you some incredible jaw-dropping things that are going to freak you out, in things that you can do to make your concealer and your powder under your eyes look better, look fresher, and to not age you. I know, believe it or not, but you got to stick with me so you can see what I'm talking about. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hang out with me for a few minutes, because we're going to get deep. I'm going deep. I'm plunging into the deep end. It's going to get crazy. I know, like big surprise, right? So I've already got a lot of makeup on already. I've got primer, foundation, powder, contour, blush, eyeshadow, all the things, right? I've even got my lips done, and it's rare that I do that because normally I use a system and I follow steps. But today I really want to talk about some concealer, some tips and tricks, and some things that I have learned that have completely changed the way I started doing my concealer. So I'm teaching this in my academy here. You guys, I have a makeup artist academy here where I teach and train aspiring makeup artists, and I'm teaching them this. I'm doing this for all of my clients that come in that pay good money to get their makeup done. And now I want to show you. But, you know, not all foundations and concealers are created equal. So first off, we've got a liquid. We've got a cream. I have used concealers. I've used hyaluronic acid foundation as a concealer. I've tried using my matte foundation as a concealer, and that actually works. I prefer using a lighter shade of foundation as concealer rather than piling on concealer. That's how desperate I have been. I have just written it all off. I mix it with eye cream sometimes. I do whatever I need to do, and I have come up with some great tips and tricks over the years. But you guys, let me blow your mind. Yeah, just let me, I dare you. So I've got everything done, including my eyeshadow, and on a regular basis, I always leave my concealer till after I'm completely done with eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, brows, all of it, except for false lashes. I'll do that way later. But I wait until I'm done with all of that so that I can clean up underneath with my concealer. Because what if you get fallout, or, you know, you poke yourself with your mascara like we do? You know, you're there minding your business, living your best life, doing your mascara one lash at a time, and your husband knocks on the door and says, "Hey honey, where's my keys?" And you're like, "Oh," poke yourself in the eye. It's real. So I like to leave the concealer until later. But aside from all those different concealers, we have 427 different flip-flapping concealer brushes to choose from. These are all concealer brushes. Yeah. So classic paddle concealer brush. Love this one. It's got a small one on the other end. This one is much larger. This is actually a slant foundation, but if you've got a large area under here, this is pretty helpful. I love this one by Real Techniques. It's slanted as well, but real fluffy. Like it a lot. This is that crazy new one I got from Tarte that came with my cream concealer I got from them, which I actually wound up liking. Totally shocked me. But this wacky thing, like, what's that all about? Just, what is a girl to do? I know. So let me show you what you are to do. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that I have already treated my under eyes very well with my most favorite eye cream. Now, I don't care what brand you love or what fits into your budget, but make sure you're consistent with an eye cream. If you need something really affordable, drugstore, Elf and Olay both have a really great eye cream. If you prefer a beauty counter, go to the mall and grab something amazing from Estee Lauder. They have really great eye creams there. But the one that I love, of course, is by Jafra Cosmetics, and I've been with them for 9 years, and I love this one that has royal jelly in it, and it's a super hydrating eye cream. It's brand new, and I stinking love it. It's the most hydrating eye cream I've ever used. But I have treated my eyes really well. So I'm not gonna not wash my face and be dehydrated and not take care of myself and not get sleep and then complain that my concealer looks like crap. So you guys, get back to the basics and the root on some of the problems. But let me show you something aside from using a great eye cream, taking care of your skin, that you're gonna wanna do with your makeup routine. So I have an eye serum that I know you've probably heard of before. There are lots of eye serums like this one out there. This one is the Jafra BioLab eye serum, but it has caffeine in it. And I have been blabbering about this quite a bit lately, but caffeine is good for our skin like it's good for our blood. It wakes it up, gets it going, right? It will wake up those under eyes, great for dark circles, and not instantly. I will not lie to you. This is not gonna brighten up under your eyes today or tomorrow. I want you to get something like this. If you wanna get this one from me, the link will be in the description and you can grab it from my shop. But if you wanna use one by, I don't know, I can't even think of a caffeine eye serum right now, but there's a lot of them out there. It doesn't matter. Brand is, it's fine. Use what's gonna fit into your budget. I am gonna tell you this one's on sale though. But I want you to use up the whole thing before you decide if you like it or not, because we have a bad habit as women of using, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, examining ourselves in a magnifying mirror and deciding it didn't work. So I want you to commit to using something. If you're gonna bother to order it and invest in it, use the whole thing, okay? But you will see a difference right away when you use it with your concealer, like I'm gonna show you. So, and I'm not gonna just mix it together and be like, la-ti-da, that's an amazing tip and a trick. Let me show you all the way down to the tool that you use, the formula that you're gonna wanna use. So I have this caffeine eye serum here. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand, just a tiny bit. It's incredible how far this stuff goes. That's like way too much right there. So I'm gonna move it over on my hand because I need to leave room for my concealer. Now I'm gonna take my liquid concealer, this super light one. You can do this with a cream concealer as well. Now remember, I told you I got one from Tarte and I was shocked that I liked it. So if you prefer cream, that's okay. But I'm gonna use this light bright one. I don't know that I would normally go this bright, but I want you to see. You can use a shade that matches your foundation shade better if you prefer. But I'm gonna use the liquid because it normally looks the worst on me. It's typically very thin in consistency and very quick dry, so it's good for long wear, but it will typically look dry under my eyes, so it will age me a little bit more. But it has a time and a place. Like if I'm gonna be wearing makeup all day long at a wedding or something, I'm gonna use it. Now, I wanna show you something with this concealer brush, okay? This one's really good, the Flat Paddle by Jafra Cosmetics. It's a good one, it's got a little one in there. But if you've got a thick, like a cream concealer, this is wonderful because you can pull, slice up your eyeshadow, you can pat and tap. But I'm gonna use this fluffy one by Real Techniques today, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the serum on the brush and a little bit of the concealer on my brush. Let me grab my hand mirror and I'm gonna come on in close. Don't worry, I brushed my teeth and I even had a breath mint earlier, so you're safe. All right, now I'm gonna start here and here, and I'm going to gently blend and pat the heck out of this. And gently pull up, slicing my eyeshadow, because what if I had all that fallout I was telling you about earlier? Poked myself with my mascara, whatever it would be, I've got junk down here that I gotta clean up. Now, if I feel this is pretty wet still, I'm just gonna brush it through on my hand, just in case you got maybe too much serum, too much concealer. Now I'm gonna just begin to buff it. And pull it down. I'll brush it off on my hand again, just buffing and buffing. And now just working through it, nice and fluffy. Notice I didn't put any on the other side, so I didn't do all my dots and then this is over here drying. I'm gonna do one eye at a time because I wanna work with that fresh product. Now I'll start buffing this because I don't want it as dramatic and harsh as it was. And now just really being easy. It feels very dry now. And I'm just working with it for an extra minute. Yes, I know this takes a while. It's like, oh my God, it's taking forever. Like, how can you spend so much time? It's called priorities. And it's whatever's important to you. If you don't care about under your eyes, maybe you take a little bit longer on your lips, and that's okay. Maybe you take forever on all of it. Maybe you take no time on any of it. Welcome to the channel of no rules, my friend. You can do what you want around here. It's okay, I love you anyway. I love you because it's the channel of no rules and you can do what you want around here. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this serum. Now it's just a small amount. I still have quite a bit on the back of my hand. I put too much. So you can see one bottle is really gonna last you a long time too. So it's a good investment to make. All right, a little tiny bit of concealer. So I have a small amount of product. It's better to add more than to get a big fat globber on there. I'm telling you, nobody needs a globber under their eyes. Let me come in closer a little bit here and here. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need some more here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that same little formula I've created. And here, okay. So again, I'm gonna brush it off on the back of my hand. I wanna feel that it's kind of dry. I wanna keep it fluffy, not all caked up. And you guys, this was a very clean concealer brush. Don't use a dirty concealer brush and then wonder why your makeup looks horrible underneath. I want you to think about that. If you've got dirty brushes, well, what makes them dirty? Well, you used makeup that has oil, you put it on your face that has oil, and now more makeup or dust gets in there, so it's almost like you're packing mud under your eyes. So, ew. Use a clean concealer brush because it's going to help it look so much fresher and it will last. It'll just be so much different, trust me. All right, now I want you to, if you're gonna try this, commit to trying it a couple of times. Don't try it one time and be like, Jackie's crazy, I'm never doing this again. Trust the process. Please, please trust the process, okay? I'm getting a little bit more on here because I want to bring it down a little further. Okay, now fluffing out my brush again. I really want to work with a nice, almost dry, fluffy brush, not all caked, okay? You guys, when I am teaching at my academy here and I wait so long to get into concealer, it really freaks my students out. They're like, oh my God, when's the concealer coming? Because you know, everybody loves that, the stripes all over the face, and they want to brighten up under the eyes and clean up and conceal and all the things. And I'm like, just wait, just trust the process. It's so funny, they get so freaked out. Okay, now I'm bringing it up on the sides of my nose just because my glasses always leave the crazy wells. And I don't really have a bunch of concealer. I'm not trying to put concealer all over my nose. This brush is very dry right now. I'm just buffing through and making sure everything is really nice and like airbrushed. So see if you had any fallout from your eyeshadow or if you made mistakes. Just cleaning up, being super, super gentle. Now, if you wanted to brighten up your jawline, you can add a little bit here because I still have some of that lighter concealer in there. And I'm just making sure everything is nice and buff. Now let's talk about setting it. Okay, this is super key. So if you caught the thumbnail of this video, you may have noticed I had one of these crazy powder puff things, usually in a triangle. Mine happens to be a heart. I got it from a friend who sent it to me in the mail. But most of the time, you're gonna see people smashing all that powder right here using this triangle and really setting it in. I don't want you to do that. Now, I know it looks beautiful on TikTok. Everything looks beautiful on TikTok, okay? My toes are beautiful on TikTok. We're all beautiful on TikTok, but you guys, don't fall for the nonsense. Stop the madness. Quit comparing yourself to TikTok videos And let's talk about real makeup for real women, okay? So I'm showing you all of these things, like I showed you the reason why I start with foundation, powder, all of that, why I go all the way through and then leave this concealer and this serum until later, because I'm showing you step by step. Yeah. Guess what just popped into my head?
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Step by step, ooh baby, gonna get to you, girl. I saw the most horrible commercial with New Kids on the Block, and I think it's a revival tour. And Jordan Knight was like, he was getting sexy, and I was like, whoa, like it was so wrong. Cause in my mind, they're still like 16, and I'm 50. It was so wrong, you guys. Anyway, sorry, I digress, but it was too funny to not mention. So now that I've laughed, we can see if that concealer has cracked. And it looks really good under these lights. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do have a pretty good sized little well forming right here. It's just part of how my face is now. Little bit of a hollow going on right there, but other than that, it's holding up really well. There is something about that serum that creates almost like a sheen, so it's not as dry. The concealer doesn't seem as dry, and it doesn't look dry. It's got like a healthier kind of glow to it. So that leads me into powder. I don't want you to matte this down and think that that's necessary for brightening. Okay, because we have things like the pink powder. Morphe makes a pink brightening powder. There's a lot of them. They're pretty popular. There's even a lavender powder that is supposed to brighten under the eyes. And yeah, so maybe it does, but you know what else brightens under the eyes is keeping it luminous. And mixing with this serum, oh, it looks good. I really, really like it. Like, I'm serious. This has changed the way I am doing my own makeup and a lot of my clients. You guys, when I put this great amount of concealer underneath with serum, it's just changing the way I'm able to do makeup for my clients. So I'm just gonna use a really nice translucent powder, and this is a true translucent. I use it almost every single time. It's a photo set by Jafra Cosmetics, but you know, Elf's got a really great, it's called photo something, I don't know, powder, but it's translucent like this, and then you can get some spendier brands, it's okay. But I do like a really lightweight, high quality translucent that I can tap like crazy. Not really. And a big fat fluffy powder brush. And then I'm just going to easy tap, like I'm using that little amount of powder under both eyes because I don't want to matte down that beautiful glow. That's another reason I'm using a translucent, because it's not gonna like mattify everything. I want to keep that beautiful glow. I'm just setting it a little bit with the powder because it helps kind of buff a little bit. And a good photo set powder has a high level of silicone in it, so it kind of blurs light. So it helps kind of filter lines, pores, all of that. So I'm a huge fan of it, especially in my T-zone. I think I just got a powder hair, or I mean a brush hair. Jeez, I feel like I just got attacked. Anyway, got a brush hair in my mouth. Whatever. So now, oh, here it is. I'm gonna use a very lightweight setting spray, but I don't wanna blast my makeup off my face. But this is a really kind of healthy, hydrating setting spray. There's a lot out there like All Nighter, some really like one size, they're, you know, wear your makeup till kingdom come. Like it's till cows come home setting spray. We don't need all that action when we are trying to look healthy and leave some glow to our skin. So I'm just gonna use a hydrating setting spray. This has coconut water and aloe in it. Stinking love it for, you know, like a no makeup look or healthy glow look. But I don't want to blast the makeup off my face, so I'm gentle with it, and I held it back about this far. I see women just right in their own eye, and I'm like, girl, you're gonna shoot your eye out. All right. Get it nice and dry. I don't know, I think that hair is stalking me. Nice and dry. And then, all right, I've got it really good and dry, and now I'm gonna grab my mirror and investigate the situation. I'm gonna check to see if I've made any mistakes. It looks nice, I like it a lot. I love my weird pink lipstick I'm wearing today. I've gone pretty pale lately with lipstick, but I'm really liking it. What do you think, you guys? Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried something like this, if you liked it, if you want to give this a try. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to make sure to include links to most of these products in the description so you can get your hands on exactly what I used. But I gave you lots of comps in there too, because I want you to remember my channel is not about brands. It's about you, and it's about tips and tricks, and of course, really great techniques that you can use with what type of formula you need for your specific skin type. So, you know, whatever you've got in your drawer, whatever you have in your makeup bag, whatever fits in your budget, I want you to feel comfortable using that. I don't want you to feel like you have to run out and get the most expensive thing, or even what I'm telling you to get. I found a caffeine eye serum today online when I was trying to look and see what was comparable to what I love, and there was one for $190, and I was like, give me a break. Like, if I really wanted that, you know, maybe I could afford something like that, but I'm not going to do that when I've got something that's $23 available, and that's a wonderful, incredible product. So don't feel like spending more is necessary. Just make sure what you get, you are, you're always using it, you're consistent with it, and you're faithful to use it all the way to the end of the bottle. Don't quit after just a couple of uses. You guys, I hope that this helps. I hope that you find an easier, better way to wear your concealer. And if you need to use a little bit less product than me, that's okay. If you have deep lines and a lot, you know, some really intense crow's feet, a little bit less concealer will be better, and a little more serum. Okay, that's what's going to give you that beautiful glow and make that concealer more usable and more pliable and workable for you. All those able words. You guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, because I sure did. I hope you know that I love and appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.